Friends. We already spoke with Cassandra in the last video.
Oh my maker, you cannot imagine how many letters I've received about the fracas at Halam Shiral. Fortunately, you tied twice as many threads as cut, although it is yet bewildering at Bazenta.
There are problems coming out of Halam Shiral?
There are always problems from Halam Shiral. We've lost a few contracts, but more than made up for it. Although, if a few commendations were given, it might retie some severed threads. I couldn't suggest how. That is better decided at your war table, and I'm not going near that thing.
As you were.
We are here for you, Inquisitor. I hope it helps.
Okay. In my inventory, journal. Inquisitor's Path, Way of the Rift Mage, Minotaur Tomes. I need, because I'm going Necromancer, 2 Navarian Skulls. Let's do our inner circle. Good man with bull. To the Gull and Lantern. Exalted Plane, Emerald Graves. Follow Mirror. Let's update with our friends. Okay, so we already talked with Cassandra. Let's go Sarah and Iron Bull. Iron Bull, in case you didn't see that video, has become... Last time I played, he was Tavashah. This time, he sacrificed his friends to follow the Kuhns. So, I have no idea how his story is going to go from here. Like my last playthrough, Cassandra will be made the Divine instead of Lillian.
What's the current mood? What's the word out there?
I have made a few choices that I normally wouldn't make. I really miss Krim. I really do. Well,
you know I've got no problem with your legions, but Halam Shiral was a mess. At least under the Q, you don't get everyone tripping on each other's dicks while the country...
Abolish! Dang, bull! Give a warning! I want Bull to like me, so...
You've got a crappy job there, boss. Yes.
How are we doing with the Ben Hasrath?
It's going well. Red's coordinating information drops. And with our naval power, we put a stranglehold on any Venatori movement by sea. This is shaping up to be very helpful for the Inquisition.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you.
I know you miss Krim. It'll be alright, Bull. Hey, that's a nice song. I see the ones were blind, in the light I will see. You know I can't sing. So Sarah has a quest apparently.
One for the for Gaspar, Brianna, the Duchess, and Christopher.
Ooh,
Right in the dangle bag.
Well, remind me to stay on your good side.
Don't worry, you're sparkling compared to that lot. A cook here, a footman there. What's it matter, right, so long as there's a book for the throne? A pretty one, sure. But how many lives are worth one empress's arse? Ugh, that place. Should have just thrown in some bees and slammed the doors.
I don't know. Want to stop a party, I think you go earwigs.
I hate those things. With their little pinchy butts. Josephine should add that to her paper threats. You know the real lesson from all this? Never sleep with an empress. That, and Briala being an idiot, the whole thing would have gone different if that little piss-up wasn't in the middle.
That was a mistake on their part. It made everything worse.
Wrong way around, Inquisitor. It started worse. Lots of people died before there was a hole in the sky. That's who you're saving. If you get a chance, maybe remind them not to be idiots.
Sarah doesn't like nobles.
You have a problem. That over there is a full tavern, but everyone's drinking alone. They're all up their own arses about the Inquisition. I can't have fun with everybody whinging, and they'll fall on their swords before Coryphanus can push them. I'm thinking pranks. Set a few up, knock a few down. You win or not?
You have an odd idea of preparation. I need to keep them at their best.
What's best then, Mopey? Constantly ready for death to fall from the gaping hole up there. I know people. Pissed off and fired up is better than dreary Bleary. Come on.
Lead the way.
What, really?
Really?
I knew you were different. Let's go.
What? I want to have some fun and prank too. Fun and good pranks. We aren't hurting anyone.
General Uptight is gone. Have a search about. Find something to mess with and give your soldiers a laugh. Oh, the desk. Oh, yes. Center of the Empire and all that. What to do?
All right, Sarah. What do you want to do?
Thing looks heavy. Don't want to move or break it. I got it. Easy one. Just a slip of something under here. There. Won't notice much, but it's just that little bit wonky. He's so in control that'll piss him royally. I tell one of the soldiers and boom! The general seems like people. And since he works for you, you seem like people. Come on, next one. Right. Watches the door. Where she greets every important idiot. Yes.
Well, Sarah, what do you have in mind?
Get a bucket. Classic, yeah? 5 minutes of sloppy boss gets you weeks of happy kitchen staff. Except for the one who cleans it up, I suppose. But whatever. Next up.
Liliana would have known. She is a spy master.
What's that? A locked... No, leave that. Not interested in her hidden things. Not for just a bit of fun. Maybe... feed her messengers something gassy? No, birds don't part. But they flap and...
Who is up there?
Go!
That was fun. An inquisitor of the people, still remembering you're one of them. If all they got was the herald stuff, the serious bit, you'd start to sound pretty scary. That works, but not for long.
Whatever it takes. I'd start throwing pies if it kept people inspired.
Pies is so good, and Coryphanus would never do that. Good thing for you, innit? Because from the bottom, everyone up top sort of seems the same. Anyway, fun time, Inquisitor. You! Oh, frig. You did it!
Josie, lighten up. That's what I get from this message. Take it easy sometimes. He seems scary to the little people at the bottom. That's what Sarah said. Lighten up and take it easy.
This is the start of something grand. I know it.
Inquisition doesn't seem so scary now. The Inquisitor is just a person, is the message she's trying to send.
Back, yeah? Always good.
Are things playing out the way you expected?
Okay, so they still saying that. Bye, Sarah. Thanks for the fun. That was nice. It's been all serious business. Let's relax. Blackwall. And I also gotta check on my horses and stuff. Can't be all serious business. All fun and no play make for a very sad day. Why am I wearing this hideous outfit again? These are all useless. Can I please put back on my stuff? Where the heck is it? Thank you. Oh wait, no. Buy that back. That is a very useful outfit. Let me put everybody back on their outfits. Stupid game takes your outfits off. Quit giving me this hideous outfit. I do not want to wear it. Not only is it hideous, but it's weak. My helmet, please. I got the mask of the Grand Duchess. It's weak too, though. Probably looks cool. All this crap is weak. I'm gonna keep my cowl on because it's all weak. What does it look like? Let me see what Cassandra looks like in it. It's weak. It looks pretty on you though, Cassandra. Not sure if that's a insult considering, never mind, that it covers her face. It's weak. Barrier damage and cunning. I'll keep my Venatori. And I'll keep it in frick it. I got what I needed back. Put my armor back on. Just take stuff off of me. My armor, please. Thank you. Everything else can be sold. Just don't take stuff off of me. Like, where will we say? I will keep the purple hats because they're purple, but I'm gonna get rid of all the rest of this. Formal attire is so useless, and it don't look cool, so getting rid of it. We will put all of these accessories up to free up space. Valuables. Anything that ain't over 100 you should keep. Dwarven statues are needed, so I'll be keeping those. I think I should keep. It says it's worth something, so I'm gonna freaking sell it. I know you need the Dwarven statues, so I'll keep those. Kinda wanna get rid of all this crap. Lever's not as useful. I accidentally sold my spider eggs. You don't need these. Alright, bye. Yeah, I'll give you any spider ichors, because I need those back. Nope. Don't I already have this? Yaka Arms 5. I think I already had it. I'll have to see. What's on your sword, Varric? Because if so, I would have had it on there. Let me check real quick. Aiming module 3 I could use, and he has Bianca Arms 4, so getting Bianca Arms 5 would be nice.
An opportunity, Your Worship. If you've a moment, I would speak to you about a potential partnership.
Okay.
How are you doing? Good business?
In this gilded fortress, how could we not be?
We'll speak another time.
Certainly, Lord Inquisitor. My Lord Inquisitor, how gratifying to see you.
Blah.
Your efforts to restore our hubs of commerce have been tremendous.
Can we just get on with business?
As is the gratitude of the tradesmen and affiliates.
You said something about a partnership.
The work you have done has presented an opportunity to return trade to the roads. A minimal investment at key points will ensure safe caravans. I'll forward it to your assistants for consideration. We have this opportunity because of you, Inquisitor, and we will all profit.
Alright.
We'll speak another time.
Certainly, Lord Inquisitor.
Opening the roads operation. Okay, let's do that. But I'm gonna get Bianca Arms. Freaking distracting me when I'm trying to buy something. Bianca Arms 5 is useful. Aiming module 3 and the grip is all of that is useful. I'm gonna go put that on Bianca. Where the heck is Varric? I got a Bianca Arms 5, aiming module 3, and a firm grip. So that'll definitely improve Bianca. She's already OP, but let's off the black wall. I'll do the weapons off camera because I'm going to do those another time. So I'm about to get off the game. I'm just updating. Anything new in my stables? Draculas, hearts, nope. Exotics. Let's get a regular one. Dalish will do.
Inquisition?
There's somewhere you can buy stuff for the horses.
All's well?
How are your charges? Well supplied?
Oversupplied. Never thought a mountain pass could seem like luxury.
Farewell.
Make her be with you.
Let me buy and sell some stuff for the horses. I'm not about to spend all my money. What type of horse do I want to get? Let's get an expensive one. And a cheap one. 2 cheap ones. Let's get all the cheap ones. Ooh, he's pretty. I like that horse. Got another Drasculus. We got a heart, 2 of them. We don't got no exotic ones yet. He's cute, but I want that heart horse. This one.
That'll do fine.
Yes. Alright, Blackwell.
All in all, he has claimed too many lives. I pray that it's over for good.
What do you think of the Inquisition?
I just know that you could shake this world to its foundations if you willed it.
Alright, Blackwall ain't got nothing to say. That's everybody down here. Morgan's new and she's in the garden. We'll get to her. I'm gonna go see Cole real quick, who is right here next to Cullen. Nothing is really happening. I'm just talking to the people in my crew and upgrading weapons and buying new stuff.
The soldiers make me nervous. Sitting around here, tempers get short, and fighting.
I'm going to go with necromancy in case you're
Like he was
curious.
going to draw a dagger on the man he was arguing with. It was lucky he lost his dagger, or there'd have been more than a bloody nose.
Huh. So Cole is actually helping. Glad. Cole was the one who took their daggers. Once I find out where Cole is, I need to go this way. Where is that? There it is. Easy to get turned around, excuse me. Cullen is up here and Cole is up here. See what Commander Cullen has to say first. Is this the way? Oh, well, I guess we're going to Cole first.
Yes, sir. I didn't understand the Grand Ball. It would have been easier if they said what they wanted.
That would have made everything much simpler.
The colors were pretty.
So Cole, someone found a barrel full of misplaced daggers. Was that you?
They were safer there.
Safer than on someone's belt, where they could draw them in the heat of an argument.
They would have been sad later.
Someone stole an entire cheese wheel.
Mice like cheese.
Do mice also like bowls of crushed mint?
That was for the cats.
So the cheese lures the mice, and the mice lure the cats. And then they smell the mint?
Mint makes the cats dance and play.
Let's talk about something else.
All right.
I'll talk to you later.
Probably.
So Cole is helping a lot, you know.
Thank you.
I'm glad he's here. Alright, Cullen is supposed to be up here, but he probably moved. Morgan, Josephine, Baric, Vivian, Solis, Dorian, Lillian. I do not see. That's weird. Did he move? Cassandra, Sarah, Iron Bull, Cullen. Blackwall. I don't see Cullen. That's weird. Well, since Cullen usually is right here, but he's not there, so let's go see Morgan since she's in the garden. She's the newest member of the team. Mother Giselle.
Your worship.
Do you know who the Grand Clerics will choose as the next divine?
It is a difficult decision. All the obvious candidates perished with divine Justinian at the conclave. As Inquisitor, your actions carry weight. You may affect the decision whether you intend to or not. Whoever is chosen needs your support. No one else has accomplished anything against Corypheus.
Farewell, revered mother.
Until next time.
The talking parts of the game get so boring. But anyways, Morgan, where you at? There she is. Nope, that ain't her. Here she is. Let's meet Morgan, everybody. Well, you already met her, but let's introduce her better. I'm probably gonna skip most of her story, but she's an important character from the last game, so
Until recently, this place
should listen to her, I
occupied only
suppose.
by the desperate and the lost. Now it is party to events that threaten to shake the world. Wonder if it is pleased.
Oh, she had horns for a second.
It sounds like
She
you've heard
evil.
of Skyhold before.
This fortress was built upon the remains of a site holy to the ancient elves. They called it Terra Salan, the place where the sky is kept. It is said that from here, they reached up to the heavens to bring them down to rest. They abandoned it, as did the humans who came after them. Bones laid upon bones, silent until your arrival. Those who let it fall to ruin did not know what they possessed. You, I think, shall do it justice. You were kind to welcome my aid, Inquisitor, even knowing as little of me as you do. I will do my best to aid your cause with all the knowledge at my disposal. This I swear to you.
I appreciate whatever help you can give us.
Some might think Corypheus a madman for seeking godhood. Yet one must ask, what were the old gods? What secrets of theirs did the ancient magisters know? What I fear, what all should fear, is not that Corypheus believes he can succeed. It is that he actually may.
What's going to happen if a demon such as him ascends to godhood? Is that what you're saying,
Greetings,
Morgan?
Inquisitor.
Why can't people just give it straightforward? Why all the fancy words and freaking, you know,
I'd like
just
to know more
give it
about
to me honestly.
Ah, yes. Whence comes the mystery woman slinking her way into the Inquisition's ranks? Once I was an apostate, living well away from the banal influence of the Chantry in the Kakari wilds. Then came the Fifth Blight with its dark spawn, and I left Ferelden for the Empress's court. 'Tis certain the nobles of Orlais breathe a collective sigh of relief that I am now here.
It's odd that an apostate could live so openly.
It confuses those who expect apostates to cower and hide. I stand naked and demand to know why I need some Chantry mage to teach me to control my power. They would put me on a leash so they can feel safer at night. I am uninterested in their comfort. Naturally, it helps to have friends in high places.
You were in Ferelden during the Blight.
The Blight began in the Kakari wilds, so yes, I experienced it firsthand. Indeed, I fought at the hero of Ferelden's side for a time. She is the reason the Blight was defeated. We did not part on good terms. I regret a great deal with that. Most of all. And after that, I came to Orlais. The last place one would look for me, such was my home.
The Orlesian court seems like an odd place to find someone like you.
That was the point, originally. I knew the Empress was intrigued by the arcane, and that I could answer questions no Chantry mage could. Thus, we fit together nicely. I became her advisor, and she my benefactor and source of refuge. Truth be told, our arrangement would not have lasted much longer. Too many wagging tongues, even for Celine.
I leave you to the garden.
Of course. Wandering the gardens, I see.
Now that you've seen the Inquisition up close, what are your impressions?
'Tis remarkable what you have built. I will give you that. Leliana has built a network of spies beyond anything Thedas has seen. All this in precious little time, conjured from thin air, the power of fervor alone. I wonder if Corypheus suspected what he was enabling, just as I wonder what will become of all this once he is defeated.
Whatever happens, the Inquisition will survive.
That alone is worthy of wonder. A new player on the stage, a figure of might and marvel. Beware the heights you reach, Inquisitor. When this is done, many will be eager to knock you back down.
What work have you been doing to help us?
Currently, my efforts are focused on determining what Corypheus is, and from where his power comes. The elven orb he carries is what draws my attention. I wonder if the power he used to tear open the Fade in fact came from him. Perhaps it is even the source of your anchor. If I learn of its origin, I may also learn what Corypheus now intends, as well as his weaknesses.
Is it even possible that Corypheus can succeed?
The Black City exists. Wherever one goes in the Fade, it is visible in the sky. The last time Corypheus and his cohort stormed its doors, they unleashed the Blight upon the world. This time, perhaps he might indeed gain untold power, becoming something unto a god.
Gross.
It is also possible he could unleash something far worse than the Blights. So yes, Corypheus could succeed in his goal. If not, his attempt alone could destroy the world.
Corypheus says I'm a rival. Does that mean
Morgan and her shirtlessness is irritating.
Are you
That
prepared
is
to use your
why
anchor to enter
I have my
Mexico?
back turned to you, and I will hide your womanness. There we go. Never mind, I can't hide her womanness, because I know y'all like her face, she's all creepy, but put on a shirt, dang it. Now what was it? That depends. Are you prepared to use your anchor to enter the Black City? Yeah, sure, why not?
If the anchor would let me do that, absolutely.
I do not want no perversion.
You are a rival.
There we go. I think I covered her up successfully as best I could while still keeping her face in frame. Trying to keep this PG, Morgan. Dang woman, put on a shirt.
I could use your company for my excursions outside Skyhold.
I have spent my share of time.
I mean a full shirt, god dang it. Not a half shirt.
For the invitation, but for now I will restrict my efforts to researching the arcade.
Fine then, Morgan. Keep your
Do you know
powers to
anything about his
yourself. Selfish.
It has the appearance of an archdemon. Of that, I am certain. A true archdemon, however, is supposedly the corrupted form of an old god. Has Corypheus actually dug up one of the ancient prisons? If so, why has a new light not begun? His dragon is something else, something connected to his blighted nature as well as his magic. Beyond that, I cannot say.
Okay, we have little information. Morgan, I would appreciate it if you look into it more.
Some of your skills could do more.
I am doing what I can. In time, we shall see what more I can offer you.
Alright, so
But I'd like to know more about you.
If you have questions, then ask.
I leave you to the garden.
Of course.
one more question before we go.
My Lord Inquisitor.
Dang, she's very loyal. I don't like that. Don't you have any free will, Morgan? All she cares about is learning, and you're useful to her learning. That's
The
all.
elven orb he carries is what draws my attention. I wonder if the power he used to tear open the Fade.
Okay, I'll see you later, Morgan. Thanks for talking. While I'm in this garden.
It is even the source of your anchor.
Huh? What was that? We still talking?
My Lord Inquisitor.
Nothing now. Where's all my plants that I planted? They probably rotted because I didn't come harvest them. Megan, watch it. Seriously, where are they? So much for this being a garden, there isn't any plants. They just disappear? Because Morgan's here now? Are you telling me she's so evil that she melted my plants? Okay, never mind. Here they are. Sorry, Morgan. We got some elf fruit, which I always need, and some ravishing. Alright, in this one, I need elf fruit, okay. No, elf fruit. How you just gonna change it? In this one, I can't seem to plant in that middle one. Oh, there it is. Let me see the rare herbs. What they got? Black lotuses. No, I need a ghoul beard. Yeah, we'll plant 2 ghoul beards. Elf fruit. Let's plant all ghoul beard because I need that. No, ravishing, not all. No, I need a ghoul's beard right now. Yeah, give me that. Nah, the ghoul's beard. Alright, I'm getting out of here now. Who else do I gotta talk to? Up top to the people up here. Oh, the boring part of the game. Lillian. No.
So it's true.
restoring Divine something you really want?
When Justinia was alive, I would have laughed at anyone who even suggested that I could be her successor. Things have changed. Still, I don't know. Restoring the Chantry will be like trying to steer a sinking vessel through a storm.
Whoever becomes Divine will have my support if she requires it.
And I'm sure whoever becomes Divine will absolutely require the Inquisition's backing. The Chantry is faltering, but it still has influence over the people. Who tells the people what's right? Who do they look to in times of peril? A Divine with enough support can change the Chantry. And with it, Thedas. But this is a discussion for later. If Gorifius wins, finding a new Divine will be the least of our problems.
Lilian, don't walk away.
At your service, my lord.
So,
You seem to know a great many people.
I have made friends, and on occasion enemies. It's unavoidable.
What do you know of Morrigan?
I first met her when we were traveling with the hero of Ferelden. We never really got along. Morrigan can be a powerful ally. Just never forget that she's here because she wants something. Work with her, learn from her, trust her if you must, but never underestimate her.
We can continue this conversation later.
You know where I am.
The Empress has gifted us with a selection of rare books. I can't wait till they arrive.
A request has been made of you, Inquisitor. Here it is.
What is your evaluation of how we're doing?
I am able to pursue my duties with optimal efficiency thanks to Skyhold's present state.
As you were.
Yes, Inquisitor.
Dorian.
I can't believe my father's gall. Of course, he can come here to Skyhold. No, that would be too much. But contacting some southern cleric on the sly, much wiser. If this is some Venatori connivance, I will be utterly disappointed.
It occurs to me that I barely know anything about you.
Beyond my being a mage from Divinity, you mean?
Beyond that, yes.
And beyond my being so charming and well-dressed, which is obvious.
That's debatable, my friend.
Let's move on, shall we?
I am the scion of House Parvis, a product of generations of careful breeding and the repository of its hopes and dreams. Naturally, I despised it all. The lies, the scheming, the illusions of supremacy. That's Tevinter in a nutshell, isn't it? Needless to say, my family was not happy with my choices.
Why would your family be upset with your choices? so much of what you say about the Imperium is entirely negative.
It might sound that way. For all our faults, my people have many virtues. We are laden with history and culture. Tevinter is where Thedas truly began, remember? We treasure our past and preserve it. You can walk down a side street and find nothing built during the modern ages. And despite appearances, we care deeply about everything. We have no reserve, not in war and not in love. If I truly believed my homeland was beyond all hope, I wouldn't miss it so much.
Why remain with the Inquisition? Why not go back to Tevinter?
I'm not exactly welcome back home. Not that it matters, I'm quite accustomed to being a pariah. It adds to my charm. I can do more for Tevinter here. If the Venatori succeed, it'll set my homeland back 1,000 years. I'm sure some magisters would disagree, but that's why we kill them.
I think I've heard enough.
That's too bad. I never tire of talking about myself.
I should go.
Try not to kill anyone without me.
Okay, so what I was gonna say is that Dorian is his father wants him to come back home, and I gotta take him on a personal mission to go see his father. He thinks it might be a setup to knock him out and drag him home. You heard the rest with your own ears. Solus is the only member of my squad besides Morgan, who's new and not technically a member, who has not given me a friendship mission, so let's see if we can get it out of him.
Powerful nations, machinations, betrayals. After our time in Halam Shirao, I understand why. I have forgotten how I missed court intrigue.
You missed court intrigue. When were you at court?
Oh, well, never directly, of course.
It's so difficult to get Solus to like me.
Invited to speak with empresses and kings. But from the Fade, I have watched dynasties form and empires crumble. It is sometimes savage, sometimes noble, and always fascinating. In any event, Celine should now be a steadfast ally, especially after helping her neutralize reality.
I hope you know that I didn't turn over. If I'd had another option.
What? Why would I disapprove of it? Because we're both elves. I'm sorry, I was confused. I do not consider myself to have much in common with the elves.
Your people have lost so much of their history and culture.
I don't know how to get Solus to like me. I just don't.
Myself as me. That's all I've ever needed. I joined the Inquisition to save the world. Regardless of who my people are, this was the best way to help them. As for the elves of Orlais, Rihanna did what she could. She was an admirable woman, even if her gambit failed.
Even if we couldn't help Riala, I hope we can make life better for our Elysian elves.
Stop Corypheus. That will do for a start. It speaks well of you to feel for the oppressed. Help them for that. Know them for what they are, instead of just seeing a pair of pointed ears.
I want you to like me, Solus.
I'm interested in what you told me of yourself and your studies. If you have time, I'd like to hear more.
You continue to surprise me. All right, let's talk. Preferably somewhere more interesting than this.
Okay, finally. I would like to know more about the Rift Mage Solus, the Dreamer. He grew up in a forest is all I know about him. And he is not a Dalish or a city elf, but he is an apostate. Which means he's not part of a circle, but every mage is an apostate now because the circle is disbanded. I'm about to get off the game. Next time I play, I'm going to upgrade my characters and finish the inner circle missions with my friends. After that, we will probably do the main mission with Hawk and a couple other side missions, but I'm kind of done with side missions. I have basically what I need. So
Why
we'll
here?
see.
Haven is familiar. It will always be important to you.
We talked about that already.
I'm gonna go fight 2
I sat
dragons.
beside you while you slept, studying the anchor.
I'm glad someone was watching over me.
I
You were a
get that
mystery.
Solus is kind.
You still are. I ran every test I could imagine. Searched the Fade,
I
yet
see.
found nothing. Cassandra suspected duplicity. She threatened to have me executed as an apostate if I didn't produce results.
I know you're kind, Solus. You take care of the dead. And I'm kind of half dead, so...
The threat worked.
No, it didn't.
I guess I still don't know you then, Solus.
You were never
I
going to
just
wake
don't
up.
know how to get you to
How
like
could you?
me.
Mortals sent physically through the Fade. I was frustrated, frightened. The spirits I might have consulted had been driven away by the breach. Although I wished to help, I had no faith in Cassandra, or she in me. I was ready to flee.
The breach threatened the whole world. Where did you plan to go?
Someplace far away, where I might research a way to repair the breach before its effects reached me. I never said it was a good plan. I told myself, one more attempt to seal the rifts. I tried and failed. No ordinary magic would affect them. I watched the rifts expand and grow, resigned myself to flee, and then... It seems you hold the key to our salvation. You had sealed it with a gesture. And right then, I felt the whole world change.
For all our sakes, I'm pleased that you stuck around.
As am I. You have fractured rules of man and nature, and you will shatter more before you are done. Visiting me here, even as a mage, it should not have been so easy for you.
What do you mean?
Where do you think we were?
This isn't real.
That's a matter of debate. Probably best discussed after you wake up.
What did you use? Knockup powder on me, Solus? I'm so tired in real life. I'm about to go to bed. I'm trying to finish talking to my friends and then I'm gonna go to the apothecary. I needed to make like 5,000 coin so that I, excuse me, could buy the rest of the schematics for this armor that I'm making. But I couldn't get it right now, so I bought my rogues this really, really good battle armor. And I got 2 rogues. I got Cole, I got Varric, and I got, what's her name? Sarah. So I gotta make sure that all 3 of them. Thanks for putting me back in my quarters. I've been meaning to come up here and change my clothes. We've been in casual wear for a minute, so let's see what else we got. This is a little too fancy for my taste. How about casual wear, purity, vivacity? Excuse me. Vivacity is a little too much. Purity. Back to the classics. Nah, we had this already. Formal wear. All of these are just trash. I hate these. There ain't no way we're wearing that. Outerwear. Night watch. This is cute. Wasn't I just wearing this? I was. Alright, well how about we go armor eternal? Oh no, that's awful. Immortal? No better. Alright, so out of all of these I'm gonna go with the outerwear of Venture Capital. We're gonna be a little bit glowy today. I know it's in poor taste. but it doesn't really matter. So there's this creepy guy that be right here and asks me weird questions. He not right there right now. I just can't walk around in this. This is hideous. Don't mess with a classic. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I thought it might be one of them books up here, but it's not. So let's go talk to Solus again. Where are we? The Western Approach. No, we ain't. We're in the Inquisition Skyhold. Huh? What the heck? That doesn't go anywhere. Where am I? Oh, okay. It says I'm in the Western Approach. No, I'm not. Solus, you confused the map. I gotta talk to Vivienne anyways. And Varric. And then Solus again. Let's judge the prisoner. It's that Empress chick.
I do not believe a reminder is necessary for this accused. Her capture and disgrace could not have been more public. Grand Duchess Floriane de Chalon, although her titles are among the dignities already at risk of forfeiture. You spared her life despite her treachery. What becomes of it now falls to you.
Out of your element, Floriane. Welcome to the Inquisition. My party.
Despite her posture, Lady Floriane has acknowledged your authority.
Should I curse you on behalf of the Elder One? I realize he had no intention of honoring the concordats I manipulated. Do as you must. I respect your mastery of the game, even as I despise your victory. Celine does not know her fortune.
Like most nobility, she's never walked in the shoes of those she endangered. Lady Floriane, I give you a chance. Common work, farm work. Do some good.
Sentenced to walk with animals? How droll.
Alright, so Solus just doesn't like me. Seems I can't get him to like me no matter what I do. Alright, let's talk with Varric. And then I'll go talk to Vivienne.
Now this is a hall worthy of the Inquisition.
I'm having it fixed.
I told them the offer was the best thing.
I need to have a few words with my publisher. The first one will be you. The second one will be Bastard. They've claimed for years my crime serials don't sell in Orlais. So why is the Council of Heralds asking me for autographs? Sorry, distracted. Anyway, you need something.
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
I guess that's it.
No problem.
I already did Varric's quest.
Can I ask you something? Another time, Varric.
Sleep well.
I've never done anything like that before. Do you regularly talk to people in dreams?
No. Consider that one more rule you have effortlessly broken in your rise to power. I had no idea that the anchor would allow you to dream with such focus.
Okay. So, you. What's going on?
I'd be interested in hearing your opinions on elven culture.
Perhaps you could ask Sarah. She has opinions.
You don't much care for Sarah, do you?
Pity her. Although I imagine she would detest me. Perhaps in truth, I envy her. She has a purity of purpose that I lack. I have observed too much and done too little. What do you wish to know?
I'd like to know more about the elves from before our time.
The Dalish strive to remember Hallam Shiral. But Hallam Shiral was merely a fumbling attempt to recreate a forgotten land.
Arlathan.
Elvenan was the empire. Darlathan its greatest city. Place of magic and beauty, lost to time.
You've studied ancient elves. What else do you know of Arlathan?
We hear stories of them living in trees, and imagine wooden ramps of Dalish aerovels. Imagine instead spires of crystal twining through the branches, palaces floating among the clouds. Imagine beings who lived forever, for whom magic was as natural as breathing. That is what was lost.
Wow.
I've heard tales that Dalish magic is different from the magic I learned in the Circle.
No and yes. Magic is magic, just as water is water, but it can be used in different ways. Dalish magic is more practical, not needing chantry approval, although they still frown on blood magic. Superstition, much of it is more subtle. A legacy from when elves were immortal.
Legends of elven immortality. Did they use magic to increase their lifespan?
No. It was simply part of being elven. The subtle beauty of their magic was the effect, not the cause of their nature. Some spells took years to cast. Echoes would linger for centuries, harmonizing with new magic in an unending symphony. It must have been beautiful.
You said that the censure against blood magic was a superstition.
I did. It's fortunate Cassandra is not within earshot. Most modern cultures forbid blood magic. Publicly, even Devinter disapproves of it. But as I say, magic is magic. It matters only in how it is used.
It exists to serve men, not to rule over them.
I'd be interested in learning more about blood magic.
I would teach you if I knew it. Unfortunately, using blood magic seems to make it more difficult to enter the Fade. You understand why I never bothered to learn it. A shame, as it is extremely powerful, provided it remains a tool, not a crutch, nor a passion.
What can you tell me about elves living in human cities?
The culture in Alien Aegis or among the slaves of Devinter is like any of the impoverished and powerless. They cling to memories of a better past, practice a few rituals to distinguish themselves from humans.
I'd like to know more about Dalish elves.
It is a mistake to think of the Dalish as a single group. They have lived as separate clans for centuries now. As a consequence, each clan has learned, interpreted, and forgotten different parts of elven history. Some trade freely with humans, or adopt city elves who flee the alien ages. Others attack humans on sight.
Thank you,
We'll talk later.
Solus. Anything else? Seems sad. What's wrong? Seems drunk. I didn't know elves drunk. I thought they were like extremely pure, like loving the earth and tree hugging and understanding all people. You drink? You're
Something
even
wrong
worse
with your
than
tea?
Sarah.
It is tea. I detest
Oh,
this
it's
stuff.
tea. Never mind.
But this morning, I need to shake the dreams from my mind. I may also need a favor.
Okay.
You just have to ask.
One of my oldest friends has been captured by mages, forced into slavery. I heard the cry for help as I slept.
I'd be happy to help. What did these mages use to capture your friend? Blood magic?
A summoning circle, I would imagine.
I'm sorry.
My friend is a spirit of wisdom. Unlike the spirits clamoring to enter our world through the rifts, it was dwelling quite happily in the Fade. It was summoned against its will, and wants my help to gain its freedom and return to the Fade.
thought spirits wanted to find their way into this world.
Some do, certainly. Just as many Orlesian peasants wish they could journey to exotic Ravane. But not everyone wants to go to Ravane. My friend is an explorer, seeking lost wisdom and reflecting. It would happily discuss philosophy with you, but it had no wish to come here physically.
Do you have any idea what the mages want with your friend?
No. It knows a great deal of lore and history, but a mage could learn that simply by speaking to it in the Fade. It is possible that they seek information it does not wish to give, and intend to torture it.
Oh man, jeez.
All right. Let's go get your friend.
Thank you.
Oh, you don't have to thank me. I like spirits.
Before I awoke. I'll mark it on our map.
Wait, what if they're deceiving you though, and you trust them, and then one day, boom, you lay on the ground and you say, if only I hadn't trusted you, but it's already too late. I would cry for endless hours.
Although you have ended the battle in Olay, it will take the country some time to recover. Oripheus faces a decision. Accelerate his plan to gain power, or abandon his dream of conquering Olay. For now, he will never abandon his dream.
I'd like to hear more about what you saw in your exploration of the Fade.
I would be happy to share it.
Tell me about a spirit you encountered.
I met a friendly spirit who observed the dreams of village girls as love first blossomed in their adolescence. With subtlety, she steered them all to village boys with gentle hearts, who would return their love with gentle kindness. The matchmaker, so I called her. That small village never knew its luck.
Tell me about the old memories you found in the Fade.
I saw a savage human horde go marching toward the battlefront. They sang a soldier's hymn to keep formation. Primal music shook the ground. These savage, unwashed warriors carried harmonies no chantry choirs mastered, though their cause was all but hopeless. They sang songs that made the spirits weep.
Tell me about the old ruins you explored.
I found the ruin of Barandur, a lost Tevinter city buried deep beneath a dead and barren wasteland. Volcanic ash had sealed it tight. In one dark moment, every living creature in the city seared and smothered. They were statues in the ashes, like a mold made to recall the lost.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Vivienne, darling.
Inquisitor, I wonder if you might help me with a delicate situation. There is an alchemical formula that I must complete, but I have been unable to obtain a critical ingredient. The heart of a snowy wyvern.
Say no more. I know where to get one.
To obtain one, but the chevaliers working with me were killed in the civil.
I didn't know you were an alchemist, Vivienne. What exactly is this project you're working on?
It is a special request from a member of the Council of Heralds. I am still the Imperial Court Enchanter, after all. The matter is private. That is all there is to say.
You want me to risk my life to get this thing for you, but won't tell me what it's for.
My dear, it is hardly proper for me to
blab the secrets of those who put trust in my discretion. I would not have attained my position at court if I didn't know when to be silent.
I'm not a hunter. Why do you think I can help?
This beast is not hunted for sport, as other wyverns sometimes are. It is far more deadly. In the past, chevaliers have been dispatched to either kill the creatures or drive them away from villages. Since my chevaliers have fallen to political conflict, I find myself in need of someone with a martial aptitude.
If I'm going to hunt down a snowy wyvern, I need you to tell me everything you know about it.
They're quite rare and exceedingly dangerous. Their venom is the most potent of any wyvern. Ordinary hunters would not make the attempt. The risk is too great. You, my dear, would certainly be an equal to this monster.
I'll do what I can.
Thank you, my dear. I would be most grateful.
I like to slay dragons.
To Cullen. Remember, my dear, I must have its heart or the potion will not work.
Got it.
I eagerly await your success.
You're coming too? I'm not about to just do everything for y'all.
You acquitted yourself well enough in the game, my dear, and now you have the gratitude of an empire.
I'd like to know more about you, Madame Vivienne.
Whatever would you like to know?
I'm curious how a circle mage winds up at court here.
Nobody winds up at court, my dear. It takes a great deal of effort to arrive there. I caught the eye of Duke Bastien de Gisley, an advantageous connection that opened many doors. When the position of enchanter to the Imperial Court became vacant, I was able to secure it.
You're married to the Duke de Gisley?
Of course not, my dear. Don't be ridiculous. Marriage is the business of alliance and inheritance. I'm Bastien's mistress.
And what does the Duchess de Gisley think of this arrangement?
We got along quite well. Duchess Nicoline and I used to host musical salons together. She was a great patron of the arts. She passed away from a fever a few years ago. Oh dear. Yes?
I wanted to ask you about the Circle of Magi.
Of course. What do you wish to know?
Alright, so we gotta get more information. I had spoke with her a while back. Why the heck does Vivienne have all these books?
Is this a youth serum? I've never seen alchemy this complex. Where did you get it?
Should I ask Vivienne? She's gonna be mad that we were snooping in her stuff. But I'm gonna ask her.
Yes?
Huh, I guess she doesn't care. She's reading books about alchemy. Vivienne, Varric, Solis, Dorian, Lillian. I have no idea where Cullen is. He might be at the war table, so let's go talk to Josephine. He's probably at the war table. Hidden book. They're everywhere.
How bracing to be in the thick of the game again. The last time I was at Alam Shiral was Countess Letienne's wedding. There were a dozen affairs, 5 secret alliances, and a duel between 2 chevaliers over the vintage of an Antivan port. But until the Duchess was unmasked, I've never seen the Winter Palace in shock.
You don't see the Empress of Orlais almost killed in cold blood every day.
Not so brazenly. The game's become increasingly insular in the past few years. Orpheus skillfully took advantage. It's disturbing so few people in the Orlesian court were aware of the Duchess's machinations.
The nobles of Orlais were worried about their own health. The Empresses.
Some must have purposefully turned a blind eye. There's often room for advancement when thrones change.
Ooh.
Like most Tevinter rulers,
Yeah.
he's heir to an ancient bloodline, politically shrewd, and a highly skilled mage. Rumor also claims he has an incredibly soft spot for cats.
What sort of man is the king of Navarra?
At this point, elderly. Many fear his health will soon fail him. Still, he is a Pentecast. Their dynasty is exceptionally strong in Navarra.
As a Pentecast, will Cassandra be upset if we don't help her relatives?
With all respect to Seeker Pentecast, her interest in politics is best described as thin.
What course of action would you take if you were in my place?
Strained as their relationship with Orle is, I would assist the Imperium. Their friendship is difficult to win, and Marcus is a fading power. Tevinter is the longer, richer game.
I actually have relatives in Navarra. If you reason with you, if Trevelyan's can persuade King Marcus, we should help both countries.
Letting the Inquisition curry favor with both Tevinter and Navarra. Most ideal.
Alright. I gotta build our weapons and stuff. I know we got a bunch of new missions. Time to check in, everybody. We already had that.
I should inspect the condition of the trebuchets. They must be calibrated to reach the proper range.
Again? How many times will you be doing that?
I'm looking for build the bridge.
Inquisitor.
Color needs to be there to build a bridge.
It was interesting to see how much has changed in Halam Shiral. And so little. Madame Méprise is a fixture. The sun will grow cold before she retires.
Opening the roads. Here we go.
Inquisitor.
And we'll do a failed assassination attempt.
At your service.
Since Josephine is going to be done with that in like 12 minutes, I'm going to go upgrade Varek's weapon. But that's it for you guys. I've talked to everyone. You've seen the stories and stuff. I got a couple of stuff to do. We now have a mission with Solus. We're going to finish Cassandra's, finish Vivian's when we get a wyvern heart. I'll show you the journal real quick. The inner circle. So I got to go to the mirror with Blackwall. I gotta go to the Emerald Graves and Exalted Plains with Cassandra. I gotta take Dorian to the Golden Lantern. Find the spirit with Solus. I'm gonna do this first. Obtain a heart at the Snow Wyvern from the Exalted Plains. So we definitely need to have some new armor, and the only way to do that is to go to the apothecary.
We're supplying them now. I knew you'd take care of it. Hostile purchase of the trademark for Kevin.
Leave the thinking to the smart people. I'm just here to punch stuff. Alright guys, that's gonna be it though. I'll see y'all next time. Hope you enjoyed Friends and Their Problems. Bye bye.